beautiful day. We had a beautiful day at Kew, and we spent the whole day there. And as we were leaving, I saw this woman. I saw a photographer actually with her tripod, getting her tripod out to take a beautiful photograph of the sunset. And I hadn't even noticed the sunset because the lighting had been fantastic all day. So I thought I need to get that shot as well. So I rushed into my bag. These are crocuses. I know that I'm cutting what I'm saying. I can't help it. It's because I'm watching this video as I'm speaking. Yes, I went down. I really want to talk about the video. I might have to do another voiceover about the video. So I got my camera out of the bag to take a photograph of the sunset because it was coming through the Royal Botanic, the glass building that Kew has towards the exit, I think, of the Victoria Gate. And as I got the camera out, I didn't have a tripod. I put it up on the wall and to steady it, because obviously the lighting looks amazing, but it's darker, and the aperture and the shutter speed needs to be slower. The light needs to come into the camera, so it's going to shake. This is a pine tree, by the way. As I was taking that photograph, a man stood in front to take a photograph, and why wouldn't he? He got his mobile phone out to take the shot, and so I mean, it could have been a good shot. It could have been a shot of a man taking a photograph of a sunset, but anyway, it wasn't a good shot. I was rushing it. I was really rushing it, and so we left, and we went for a meal, and we came home, and I unpacked my bag. And when I unpacked my bag, I saw that one of my cameras was missing, and it was the GoPro. I freaked. I was like, my camera's missing, and every emotion went through me. The main emotion was the fact that I'd lost all my footage. It wasn't even about the camera. I can go and buy a camera, although that's horrible to have to rebuy, but it was the footage. I can't get the footage back. And also not knowing what happened, because you don't know if you've been violated, really. I call it a violation if somebody opens your bag on the tube and takes your stuff out of it when you've worked hard to earn money to buy the stuff. And I just thought, I'm never going to know. I'm never going to know what happened with this camera. And I had to detach. I had to put things into perspective. I had to just say, okay, it's gone. The photographs have gone. I mean, I have lost photographs, like doing silly things like dropping drives that I've got lots of photographs on, or losing SD cards. And I think when you do photography, everybody with photography, you end up thinking, oh my goodness, it's an expensive hobby. Like your camera falls in the wind when it's on a tripod. That's happened to me as well. I've forgotten what this building's called. I did know it. I'm going to do another voiceover anyway for Kew. But so I had to detach, and I had to just say, okay, life and death, and it's just, people die, people get sick, there are wars, there are suffering. Do not worry about a silly camera. It doesn't matter. The earth is still there, the beauty is still there, the sunsets are still there, and the animals are still there. I can go back and I can take more. So I detached. However, in my detached moment of trying to become a calm Buddhist type meditative person, I still woke up in the morning and phoned Kew and spoke to a lovely gentleman. It was very professional, lost property place. Just, I don't know what I was thinking, but I just thought I'd give it a try. He said, phone back this afternoon because they haven't collected anything in from around, I think he said the shop, but phone back in the afternoon. And I said, no, I'll come back. I'm coming. I just thought I'm going to come there. I'm going to walk around the grounds. You never know. And so we got there. We retraced our steps because I kept thinking, to be honest, I dropped it out of the, I want to talk about this tree. It's a chestnut tree, but I'm not going to talk about it. I found out something about this tree. I'll tell you another time. But yeah, so we retraced our steps, and then we went to the ticket office, and because this is what the lost property constabulary had said to do, and they said, oh, you've got to go to the administration building because all the lost property then goes to the administration building. So we tried to find it, walked to it, rang on the bell, it was closed, and I was still detaching myself because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get this camera back. And then we went to another ticket office, and the lady, she was so good because there was a queue full of people, and I think everybody was being very patient because they could hear what I was saying. And I was like, has anybody handed it in? And they hadn't. But she said, where were you, do you think, when you lost it? So I said, where? With the sunset. I think maybe it's dropped out of my bag. And she phoned up that gate. Because one of the reasons I was rushing as well the night before is because the gate was closing and we had to get out. So we rushed for that reason as well. But anyway, she phoned the other gate, and I saw her saying, really? Really? It's there? And I'm like, no. Morning. Morning. How are you doing? Want some food? It isn't really food. Cycle, try to break free, but the weight of it all keeps pulling on me. Chasing a high that I know won't last, but the moment feels good, then it fades too fast. Late nights, yeah, we spoke to the lady there. She said, is this yours? I was like, I was quite tearful actually, because I just thought people are amazing, and that's what she said as well. She said, actually Kew Gardens is one of the places in London where people would hand something like that in. Expensive camera, could have gone straight in the bag. I've got my camera back, and I've got my footage, and this is my footage from that day, along with a lot of others. But I feel, I don't know, sometimes it's good to put positive vibes out there. I know it's there anyway, and somebody'd handed it in, but I detached. So I like to think that I was going to be okay regardless of whether the camera arrived back in my property. But yes, Sunday was a very, very good day. I was floating. Caught up in this cycle, chasing shadows in the night. What I crave ain't right, but I can't give up the fight. You pull me close and leave me hanging on a thread. I try to walk away, but you're still in my head. You got me feeling empty, but I'm drowning in your touch.